this is the next thing that we are going to do. Page number 44, question number 10. Right here, question number 10. I'll read it for you. Calculate the number of molecules of sulfur. Molecules it is saying, so sulfur has 8 atoms in it. That is why S8 is written over here. Present in 16 grams of solid sulfur. So they have given you the mass, right? The mass is given, and then you have to calculate the number of molecules. Now, as per the formulas that I have told you, if you remember the number of particles, the formula that we are going to use, number of particles is equal to given mass over the molar mass into the Avogadro's number. This is the formula that we had already discussed, right? Number of particles is equal to given mass into the molar mass over the Avogadro's number. What have I written? Avogadro's number. This is Avogadro's number. Fine. So, moving further, we are first going to calculate the molar mass. Given mass is already there. Given mass is 16. Molar mass we have to calculate. Avogadro's number we already know, right? So, molar mass calculation. Molar mass of sulfur, if you remember, this is equal to the atomic mass into the number of atoms. Just now I told you sulfur atomic number is 32 and the number of atoms in a molecule of sulfur, as in the question, is 8. So the molar mass of sulfur, this little I am shifting, molar mass of sulfur is going to come to, if you calculate it, this is going to come to 256, right? Is going to come to 256. This is better. It's not visible from there, right? So this we have calculated the molar mass. Now we are going to put the values. As per the values, according to the formula, 16 is the given mass over the molar mass which we have calculated just now, and into the Avogadro's number 6.022 into 10 raised to the power of 23. If we further the calculation, if we do the calculation of this, now this is going to come to around 96.3 into 10 raised to the power of 23 over 256. This value is going to come, and this will be equal to around 3.7 into 10 raised to the power of 22 molecules. This is not atom, remember, as per the question. This is going to be molecules. So that's your answer. Okay, same page. Now we'll do question number 11. 10 we have already solved. So we are going to do question number 11. And in the 11 they are saying that you have to calculate the number of particles, that is aluminium ions. Given over there, calculate the number of aluminium ions that are present in 0.051 grams of aluminium oxide. Okay, so here also you have to calculate the number of particles. The given mass is there. Only thing is that now here you have to calculate the molar mass of the compound. In the previous one we had one element sulfur, but over here we have the compound aluminium oxide. So first we are going to take out the molar mass of aluminium oxide, and then we are going to calculate the number of particles of aluminium. Fine. Then have a look now. First we'll calculate the molar mass. Okay. Molar mass of aluminium oxide is Al2O3, right? Now aluminium oxide, aluminium atomic mass is 27 into 2. If you please go back and recall what we have done. Oxygen is 16 into the number of atoms 23, right? If you are going to calculate this, this is going to come to 102 grams. So this is the molar mass of aluminium oxide. Okay, got? That is the molar mass of aluminium oxide. Then we calculate how many atoms of aluminium are there in aluminium oxide, right? Aluminium oxide, just now I told you, Al2O3. We have written over there Al2O3. So aluminium has 2 atoms. Now we are going to calculate how many atoms are there in one molecule of aluminium. So let's say 102 grams of Al2O3 has how many? 2 into 6.022 into 10 raised to the power of 23 atoms or ions as has been given. It's not given atoms, it's given ions, so I've taken ions over here. Right, this is the molar mass and 2 is the number. 1 atom and 2 over here. That means the given value in the book or in the question is 0.051 grams of Al2O3 is going to have 2 into 6.022 into 10 raised to the power of 23 over 102 molar mass, right, into 0.051. Again unitary method we have applied over here. Okay, calculate it further. Now this is going to come to somewhat 0.61 into 10 raised to the power of 23 divided by 102. Okay, I have just zoomed it for you, right? If we are calculating this furthermore, then you are going to get this value to 0.06022 into 10 raised to the power of 23 aluminium ions. Fine.